Hey guys, welcome back to Mom of 3 and Me, where I'm showing you how to build a business or brand while raising your baby. I'm the host of Mom of 3 and Me. I have 3 sons and they keep me busy. I'm also someone who's really big on doing things myself. It's probably the type A personality in me that I just want to manage all the things and have all the stuff and know where everything is going. There's also a just very resourceful side of me. Some of you who are watching this might be that type A personality, or you might be someone who's just like, hey, Brie, I'm scrappy, I'm resourceful, I get the job done with not a lot of resources. Either way, whatever camp you fall into, you are going to enjoy this video. If you have decided that you're building a website yourself, hopefully when we talked about that content management system last week, you did decide to go to WordPress. If you did decide to go to Squarespace or Wix, no shade, child. We got to do what we got to do. But if you did decide to go with WordPress, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my personal favorite theme that you can use within WordPress that will give you that drag and drop builder feel that a lot of people like with a Wix or a Squarespace account. So I have been designing websites since 2014, and I've done websites on Squarespace, I've done websites on Wix, and I can say even with building websites out on other platforms that are considered to be easier, I still love me some WordPress. Now, the reason why I like it, I talked about this in the past video, but there's just a lot of customization that you can get there. It's better for your bandwidth if you're looking to build a business that's going to be really growing. This is better suited for that because it has the storage and the capacity and all those different things. But I understand that for some people, WordPress is intimidating. And so that's why I really like the Divi theme. Divi, D-I-V-I. If you look here on YouTube, there are a ton of videos talking about how to use Divi and all those kinds of things. And it's just a really great theme. There's a reason why there's so many videos. People who build websites out on Divi, they just succeed. And I will give you guys a behind the scenes. My site, brandsbybrie.com, is a WordPress site, but I built it out using the Divi plugin because I just knew, especially when I was first starting out, like I wanted it to be very clean and pristine, but I was not interested in doing any kind of coding. I tried to take a website course on coding. I got through about half of it and was like, sis, why are you doing this when there's a drag and drop tool that you can use to build your website and get that custom look that you want without having to type a bunch of code in? So I love the Divi theme, and it's provided by Elegant Themes. So if you go to elegantthemes.com, that's where you can purchase it. They have 2 options for purchase. You can either get the $89 per year, or you can get the lifetime membership, which is $249. They run specials all the time. Even now, I was checking the pricing before this video, and they're doing their anniversary sale. So the lifetime membership cost was $199 and the annual membership was like $70. But either way, it's completely worth it, especially if you're someone who's multi-passionate like me and think that you'll probably end up building multiple websites out eventually. Could not recommend a better thing. And so I'm going to talk about the reasons why I like Divi so much. I love Divi because of a few reasons. First, I love that it's user-friendly. I've been referencing that throughout this video, but it's drag and drop, y'all. You can click on something, you can drag and drop around the way that you need to. If you are making an edit and you don't like something, there's literally a go back button, right? Like if you're typing out code, it gets very tedious, and I know this because I've had to write code before, going back and trying to figure out, okay, well, what was the tag that I didn't close out, or what piece am I missing that's throwing my whole website off? Who's trying to do all of that? But in Divi, it's the equivalent of having a backspace, where if you make an error on something, you can just go back to a previous version of the particular page that you're editing, and it's perfect. It is perfect, okay? I also love the variety of templates that they have. So once you install the Divi theme, they have you put in your API key showing that you actually purchased the theme and that you're not just like bootlegging it off of somebody else. And after you put that in, it gives you this library of templates that you can use. And what's so amazing about it is that you can type in your specific industry and it will help you kind of hone in on the kind of look and feel that you're wanting. And so if you have a photography business, you can type in photographer and it'll show you some templates that are specifically customized to that. The thing I also like about them having those templates is that oftentimes it will show you some pages that you might need on your website that you might not have considered before, right? So if you're doing a cooking page, an online cooking class page, you might think, okay, I'm going to need a classes page, but you might not think about a class description page. And so it has templates for each of those pieces. Or if you are that photography business, you want to have your portfolio, of course, but you might not think about having a booking page. And so it will create it will offer you multiple page templates within that theme. Because I will say as well, as someone who has developed websites over the past 8 years, which that sounds crazy, sometimes people will create these templates, right, that you can buy on Etsy, or you can get them on a website like creativemarket.com, and they'll have really pretty home pages, but then once you start clicking into the website pages themselves, like your about page, like your services page, I'm not saying people get lazy, but it's just not as cute as it could be. It's kind of like, well, you put all your effort into the homepage and then everything else is very basic. So that's what I really like about Divi, is that each of the pages has style elements to it. It has, animation where your photo can come in from the left or whatever the case is. And it just makes your website look extremely polished and extremely professional. And I'm someone who believes that just because something was done on a budget, it doesn't have to look like it. Like, you don't want to have someone coming to your website and like, oh yeah, I can tell they did that themselves. You want someone to be blown away by the fact that you design your website yourself, or be able to even think, oh, they must have hired someone to do it. And then you can say, oh no, girl, that was all me. So I love that it's user friendly, but also that it has specific themes that are customized to your. Another reason I like it a lot is because I feel like it's very efficient as far as time is concerned. And if you're a mama and you're watching this and you're building your brand and you're building your business, I know that I make edits to my site probably weekly, whether it's me adding a new service or adding things to my portfolio, right? If I just wrapped up a website client or a logo design project, I will put that on my portfolio. And so I love that Divi makes it so easy to make edits, because I can do things quickly. Like, I can sit down and make edits to my site in 5, 10, 20 minutes. And that's amazing to me. I don't want to be sitting there like, okay, I need to go to this page and then I have to do this. And I will say that that's one of the limitations, in my personal opinion, of something like a Squarespace or a Wix, is that a lot of times there's only a certain way that you can make edits, or you have to, if you're trying to get a custom look, you're going to have to mess with your margins and your padding on your page. It just does not take all of that with the Divi theme. And so it's my absolute favorite. I will say that all day long, and I don't care who asks me. So if you guys are starting out, if you're just doing it yourself in the beginning, if you like, hey, hiring a website designer is a part of my 1-year plan, my 5-year plan, after I've decided that this business or brand really has legs, I totally understand. But again, I think that there's an option for you to create a very professional looking site without having to blow out your whole budget. And so Divi is a perfect example of this. I would say that if you're trying to create a budget for that domain, which we talked about last week, and that can be $10 or less. Sometimes I would budget maybe $20 just to be on the safer side for your first year with having that domain. With your hosting, that's going to vary depending on who you use. SiteGround, you can get a year worth of hosting for like $75. And remember, going back to last week's video, your hosting is basically like your neighborhood where your website is going to hang out. And then that content management system like WordPress or something, if you have SiteGround or Bluehost or whatever your content management system is, your content management system is usually going to be free. And so I don't pay WordPress anything to host my website on WordPress. I just pay SiteGround my hosting fee, or I pay Bluehost my hosting fee. And then WordPress houses all of my information for free. So you would have that $80 for your hosting, maybe $20 for your domain name, and then you would just be paying for your website theme. And if you went with this Divi option and you went with just the annual plan, let's say you did $80, now you've just built a website out for under $200 versus maybe hiring someone like me who might do website design for $750 or a full website for $1,500 or more. You know, $200 sounds a lot less intimidating than $1,500. So I told you guys I'm really here to support you all. I believe that if you're watching this, and you, especially if you've watched this far, you have talents and gifts that you really feel like could make a difference. You have some things that you are doing that you feel like could be potential income streams for your family. And I know because of my personal story of being a stay-at-home mom, there got to be a season where I was like, I want to be at home with my children, but I have to be bringing some money into my household. It just has to happen for me. Building a website is a great first step to that, because as we talked about in the first week, your website gives you a place where people can send you money, where you're not having to text people your Venmo or your Cash App. If you have specific questions about Divi, definitely drop them in the comments below. If you're thinking about using other ones and you just want my recommendations, or maybe even things that you should look for before purchasing a website theme, I would be happy to either answer that in the comments below, or if you want me to review specific website themes, I'd be happy to do that as well. Just let me know in the comments and we'll work on getting that out to you. Again, if you are interested in purchasing Divi, you can go to elegantthemes.com and purchase the Divi theme. It comes with the drag and drop builder. It's my favorite. If you buy the annual, it's going to be $80. If you buy the lifetime, it's around $250, unless you catch them on sale, and they're always running sales. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and subscribe for more. And next week I will be wrapping up this little website mini series with talking about the pieces your website needs. If you are doing it yourself, don't just be like, okay, I did it myself, girl, I'm so proud of myself. And you should be proud of yourself if you built your own website. But the specific elements that you need to make sure that it's functioning in a way that's actually going to help you make money. So I'll be talking about that next week, and I'll see you guys then. Bye.